Hey, Darren Spain here with another blog post, and this blog post is entitled A Successful Entrepreneur is Like Jungle Gold. And I know that's a funny title, but there is some significance to it. And the reason I named it this is I recently came across a show, and it's called Jungle Gold. And this show, I mean, when I watch this show, my jaw is dropped because it's such an intriguing show. It's about these two guys. Their names are George Wright and Scott Lomu, I believe he pronounces it. Anyway, these two guys lost all of their money um, in real estate. They gained a fortune in real estate, but lost it all in the 2008 collapse of real estate, and that's significant because to me because the same thing happened to me. You know, I lost all of my money back in 2008 in real estate. I'm talking about every single last dime, and the same is with these guys. So I automatically, you know, uh, formed a connection with them based on us having the same similarities in our business. So I'm watching this show, and these guys lost all of their money. Okay, they ended up borrowing about $150,000 and decided to take on, going to Ghana in Africa and mining for gold. They've never done it before, but they decided to do it. Now, it's funny because they go out there with this $150,000 to mine for gold, and everything seems perfect. You know, they got the place, they got the equipment, and everything is going well. But it, after one thing after another begins to happen that causes them to lose all of their money, to not become successful, and it just once one thing happens after another that causes them to not really see the success that they were looking for in the beginning. But what's important is this, that they were more persistent at every turn of bad events. They became more persistent. Now, it doesn't, they also had times when they were ready to give up. You can look in their faces and in their eyes like, what's going on here? I thought this was going to work. We put everything into this. Their families are in Utah, struggling with the bills. They haven't been able to send any money home because they lost all of their money. They had to actually go back and beg for some more money from the investors. That's how bad it got. These guys have been chased by people with guns. They've been scammed. They hired people that didn't work out, that was supposed to mine and were the experts in the field, and they thought this is it, this guy's going to get us a lot of money, and it turns out they're not getting any money from this guy. It sounds familiar because when you're in business, even in online businesses, we do these things, don't we? We buy these programs that we think are the savior for our business, not and then we get involved in these programs and we start using them and we find out they didn't work. We hire experts that supposedly know everything about our business and how we want to succeed in this business, and what happens? They don't deliver. So this show is like watching my business, my internet online business, watching other people go through what I go through. So I highly recommend that you watch this show. It's called Jungle Gold, and it's on the Discovery Channel. And it's going to show you, it's going to be a microcosm of what you go through or what you have to go through when you're involved in business. And I say all this because this morning I was on a mastermind, and we talked about that, with the science, or not the science of getting rich, Think and Grow Rich. That's the book that we're going through. And it's on the chapter dealing with persistence and being persistent in order to get what you want. And that's what these guys are. They're the epitome of persistence, if that's the right word. They just, that's what they did. Every step, every turn, they didn't give up. And some of the things we talked about this morning on the mastermind call is that you have to have the right attitude in order to be a successful entrepreneur. You have to have the right attitude. You have to realize that failure is part of success. If you don't realize that failure is part of success, then as soon as you hit the failure, you're going to say to yourself, I'm not successful. I might as well give up. You have to look at that failure as being part of success. And some of the other things that we talked about, I'm looking at my notes over here, but I just want to make sure you get all of the information. Um, some of the other things is that uh, you can't have that success. As you know, failure is part of success, but you can't have that success if you're not willing to fail. If you don't have the willingness to fail, you can't have that success. So what you need to do is you just need to take action. You take action, and then sometimes you're going to make mistakes, but instead of calling those mistakes, call them results from your action. Because as you get this feedback from your action, then you can make the corrections in order to get yourself back onto that road to success. And that's what I see in this show, Jungle Gold. I watch these guys, they just take massive action. These guys, when they see something, they ended up getting another $40,000 for their business. So they buy some more equipment, they find some people, and they just take massive action and delve into it. And sometimes it's a mistake, but they're learning from these mistakes. See, the main thing is that they never take their eyes off the prize. They never take their eyes. First of all, they know exactly what they want from what they're doing. They know they need to make a profit so that they can pay off their bills, which is in the millions at this point, and they need to send money home to their family so that their family can have something to eat and all of the stuff you need for family. And they never take their eyes off of that goal. So we in our businesses have to do the exact same thing. We can never take our eyes. First of all, we have to know exactly what we want, what are our intentions, and then we have to continually keep our eyes on the goal, understanding that these mistakes are these results from our massive action. We have to take that massive action. These results are stepping stones for us to get to where we want to go, to get to the end of the rainbow where our pot of gold is waiting. So I want you to go ahead and continue reading this post and comment on it, and especially go and watch this show, Jungle Gold, and delve yourself into it, and bring out the similarities that they're going through that are similar to what you're going through. I think it's important for you to see somebody else going through what you're going through and how they deal with it. I'm Darren Spain, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye for now.